So, with all the bad news surrounding Xbox lately, a little bit of uncertainty here and there, we do get some good news, and I feel like this could be something that ends up being a very good thing for Xbox. Again, we'll have to see if this is something that fans kind of gravitate towards or if they even care about it. I've kind of said this numerous times before, and some people kind of talked weird about it. I will mention it real quick again before we get started. Basically, I know Microsoft is very much metrics driven. They're a metrics driven company. They don't care about feelings or anything like that. They do, facts and numbers and things like that. So when they ported the original 4 games over to PlayStation, they didn't see a huge dip in people playing games, right? And so that's basically where we stand. But again, I'll point out that Hi-Fi Rush, Pentiment, Sea of Thieves, and Grounded don't have strong ties with a lot of the hardcore Xbox fans the way that Halo, Gears, Forza, and Fable do. So what I'm trying to say is they might find a different sort of outcome porting those games to PlayStation versus some of the lesser known games to PlayStation, just in my opinion anyway. But let's go ahead and talk about this. Let's get started. I'm Crap Gamer. This is Crap Gamer Reviews with another video. Thank you guys so much for checking it out. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for rocking out with me. Please like the videos. I do daily gaming content and I try to be informative yet also entertaining. So, with that being said about the way that Microsoft kind of views this, a lot of people were running with this story. I think I might have talked about it a little bit, but according to this, there's now rumors that more PlayStation console exclusives could be jumping ship to Xbox. But I do want to point out that there is a caveat with this, and that perhaps, this is something that, people should probably take into consideration before getting too excited, because people do get a little bit amped up with this stuff. I personally think that this is more in line with, okay, we're going to be seeing stuff like Wukong. We're going to see stuff like the aforementioned, and I've mentioned it numerous times, stuff like Silent Hill 2 remake. That was a 1-year exclusive, so stuff like that. Maybe Final Fantasy finally makes the jump. But more PlayStation games are coming, and that could be something that realistically gets everybody kind of excited about what's going on. And again, I feel like that's something that people are here for. They're excited for that fact. So joining others that have made their way to the competitor in recent years as Microsoft looks to expand the brand. The rumored upcoming games are still unknown as of now, but are likely third-party timed exclusives from PlayStation that are finally seeing cross-platform launches on Xbox after their initial deals expired. PlayStation has established itself as a leading force in the gaming industry this generation, with the PS5 seeing several massively successful exclusives released on the platform since its launch in 2020. Despite initial shortages due to high demand, the console has won over millions of fans with different titles like God of War Ragnarok, Spider-Man 2, and the latest entry in the Final Fantasy series coming out solely on the PlayStation 5. While console exclusives have been a major part of PlayStation's brand, that does not stop some of them from making their way to Xbox, and even more are rumored to be on the way according to this leak. Seeing as these are just rumors at the moment, there is no way of knowing what games might make their way to the console or when it might actually happen, but given previous events, it seems likely that they would be third-party timed exclusives. Just last month, the former PlayStation console exclusive Death Stranding Director's Cut made its way to Xbox without much warning, surprising many fans due to the lack of an official announcement for the port. First-party PlayStation titles have also seen releases on other platforms, with series like God of War and The Last of Us appearing on PC, and LEGO Horizon Adventures receiving a Nintendo Switch port. Xbox has returned the favor for PlayStation fans in some cases, especially with the reveal that Xbox console exclusive Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is set to get a PS5 port next year. The discourse around the lesser focus on exclusives in the future for gaming industry has ramped up in this generation overall due to the ongoing trend of companies bringing some of their IP to other platforms. Now, while it remains to be seen what other PlayStation console exclusive games might make their way to Xbox in the future, the rumors mostly surround the platform's third-party titles like Final Fantasy XVI, which has already been in talks for a potential Xbox version, while Stellar Blade is seemingly getting a PC port, which could lead to an Xbox release down the line as well, but we don't really know. Like I said, think Wukong, think along the lines of the other games that I've mentioned before, like Silent Hill 2, Final Fantasy. These are games that are likely to get Xbox ports at some point. Now, depending on it, I think like if Xbox had a better or a stronger lineup or a stronger number of consoles out in the wild, they would be probably a little bit better at getting some of these games quicker, right? But Square Enix, even though they are going more of a multi-platform strategy, obviously they value the PC better and more favorable than the actual Xbox. That's why they're putting the game on PC, worrying about putting it on PC, and then probably later on try to get something for Xbox. But I would assume that that's what they would be. Some people were trying to say maybe Lego Horizon would possibly make its way to Xbox. Like the only way that I would ever see or believe that happening is if there's some kind of licensing deal with Lego themselves where it had to go everywhere, which at that point that's something that we could see happen before too long. Like I said, I don't expect a ton of stuff to kind of happen in the long term that's going to keep Xbox very down for too long is what I'm trying to say. So hopefully we do see some of these games come to Xbox. It is weird that Xbox has to wait so long to get some of these games. It's just really a shame, in my opinion. I would love to see Microsoft be more I guess aggressive with some of this stuff. It is weird that they're not getting any kind of push, in my opinion. But again, hopefully things can change. I would love to see Microsoft get as many games as possible, even if it's something that is sort of unexpected. Like some people are thinking, Helldivers 2 or whatever. No, I don't think it's going to be anything like that. We really have to kind of come down to the fact that Microsoft is we don't know where Xbox stands with Microsoft, but I do think that it really kind of comes down to how they kind of view their own platform, and so we'll see if that ends up working out well for them or not. Like I said, I would fully expect like Final Fantasy or something to end up going to Xbox at some point, and again, it really just kind of comes down to what Microsoft is going to have, what they're going to be able to kind of get in the future from some of this stuff. Like I said, I'm not expecting any kind of miracles. I know that we're never going to see a situation where Nintendo is putting their games on Xbox or PlayStation's putting their games on Xbox. But getting some of these third-party games out there, I think is going to make a big difference down the line, just in how everybody kind of reacts to some of this stuff. So good on them for that. The sooner the better. I think that obviously everybody's going to understand where they're kind of coming from with the box itself and things, and again, it really kind of comes down to if they're going to get these things kind of working in a way that can appease the fans. Some people aren't going to like the idea that they don't get a lot of these games, but again, getting them at some point is better than at no point. So I would love to see them be able to kind of go out there and just be like, hey, we've got this game or that game or this game or that game, and I think that would just be a smart thing for them to be able to do. So maybe you guys feel the same as me. At the end of the day, it really kind of comes down to the people's reactions to this stuff more so than anything. But you guys might disagree or whatever, but this is going to be a super interesting situation at the end of the day. Let me know what you guys think. I will link this in the description. What games would you like to see come that are third party? Because obviously it isn't going to be any kind of first party stuff. Like, I think that's a lot of wishful thinking by Xbox fans, but still cool to see nonetheless. Thank you guys so much for rocking out with me. Please like the video, share it out, subscribe if you haven't already done so. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, Crap Gamer 'em up. I'll catch you next time. Crap Gamer out.